Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here with a 100% full game walkthrough for all of the achievements in a game called Tracks, the train set game. And the best part of this guide is that this game is available in Xbox Game Pass and will only take us about 30 minutes. However, there are a very specific set of tricks we will be using in order to make it go as fast as possible. Additionally, this game is very likely to get updated in the future, so I'd recommend getting this out of the way as soon as possible to avoid them adding newer levels or new challenges that you would need to complete in order to get your completion. Now, as soon as we start out, we'll want to press the A button and then press play, and this will bring us straight into the tutorial. Now, I'd recommend you actually pay attention to the tutorial and read through it when possible, but if you're after all of your achievements as quickly as possible, feel free to just D-pad your way through it. I'll try my best to explain all of the controls as I use them throughout this guide. Again, this video is probably only about 10 minutes long, but will require about 30 minutes in order to complete the game. So you'll want to keep in mind that I do skip a couple of the kind of really easy sections that just take a while. Now, as soon as you complete the tutorial, you'll get a message that you've done so, as well as unlock your first achievement worth 100 gamer score. Now, next up, what we can do is we can press the right bumper in order to open up the toy box. And what you'll see here is that there's a bunch of items under buildings, decorations, and other categories. What we need to do is just generate a total of 20 unique items. So I started off with a couple of buildings. Now I'm going to put down a couple of decorations and basically just put down 20 total. Obviously, you can't put down things in front of each other or on top of each other. So just make sure you go over to the right or left into an open spot in order to place an item down before opening up your toy box, again with the right bumper, and putting down another item. Additionally, for something like a town sign, it will ask you to input text, but you can kind of ignore that and just put it down anyways, or skip to the next item. Again, as soon as you put down 20, you'll unlock your next achievement. Once we do that, what we need to do is visit all 6 of the worlds in the game. In order to do that, what you'll want to do is pause the game, and then you'll see an option called Level Select, and there are 6 levels. You start off on Clear, but we're going to load it up anyways just to make sure it counts, and then we'll go through all of them, and next up we'll do Clear Night, then Modern Apartment, then Apartment at Night, then Bedroom, and then Bedroom at Night. Once you have visited all 6 of the available levels, another achievement should unlock. Now, should they add new environments in the future, you might need to also go to those environments as well. Now, once that unlocks, what we'll do is, now that we're in Bedroom at Night, you'll want to press play, and what you need to do is build a track around the Christmas tree. You should automatically start with the track, and what you'll do is you'll just kind of aim your cursor where you want the track to go. So you'll go a little bit forward, and then you'll turn, and you just want to make sure you hug the tree pretty tight, and you're going around it. You don't need to be like perfectly aligned with it, but it is a little bit tough to actually see what you're doing here. So just make sure you're going around that Christmas tree, and then you loop back into the track that we started with. This will kind of create a loop that will allow us to go around in circles. Now you'll quickly tap the back button, or view what I believe is officially the button, which will bring you to your train. Then you'll press forward on the left stick in order to gain speed, and look to your left to locate the whistle. Once looking at the whistle and going around the Christmas tree, tap your A button to use the whistle in order to unlock the achievement. At this point, you'll want to press start and go to level select, and then go to the bedroom, the normal one during the daytime. As soon as you spawn, press play, then press the view button to go into train mode, and press forward on the left stick to drive just right off the tracks, straight off the map. Eventually, you will reach the kind of dead zone or the very end of the level, and once you do that, it should despawn your train as well as unlock your next achievement. Once you do that, you should be ready for the level specific achievement, which is for riding around the pancakes. You need to actually get up onto the table in order to do that. So what we do is we press up on the D-pad to gain altitude while building the track. You will need to press up every single piece in order to keep building your way up. You'll want to build yourself up to the level of the table, and then once you're on the level of the table, just build right around the pancakes. You will need to build very tight and very close to the pancakes in order for this one to count. Also, make sure you do a loop so you can continue going around them in circles once you reach that area. Once you have that all connected up, press back or view in order to go into train mode. Press forward on the left stick in order to make the hill climb and go around the pancakes. And assuming your track is nice and close to the pancakes, you will unlock yet another achievement. They're going by pretty quick already, but there are a couple ones that will take us a little bit longer once we get going here. You'll notice that we have 4 achievements left. 3 of them are related to passenger mode, and then 1 of them is for building a track of 100 pieces. We'll grab all of these while doing the passenger mode. In order to access the passenger mode, go to level select, and the first level with passenger mode is called Modern Apartment, so click that environment. Once you do, you'll have to go into the kind of top game mode at the top of the screen and make sure to choose Passengers mode, which will now start the mode. Now, at the time I'm making this video, only 2 levels have a passenger mode, and the achievement is for completing all of the available passenger mode levels. So should they add this mode to more levels, it may take significantly longer. However, with the tricks in the video, it only takes about 10 minutes per level. The idea for passenger mode is that there will be random passengers around the map, and what you'll need to do is pick them up and then drop them off at the station. And to do this legit, you would build stations and then connect them with tracks and drive around to pick up these passengers. However, I'm going to show you a trick. Now, the first thing you'll need to do is find the passengers, and once you do that, click RB in order to open up the toy box and spawn a platform near them in order to have them spawn at it. Then hold the back button and click on Start Point in order to find a start point to put down on the map, and put it right next to the platform. Use Y in order to rotate it in order to point it in the correct direction. Once you place that with the A button, hold back again, and then what you'll want to do is press reset. This will immediately make your train spawn at this location, and you'll just be doing this around the entire map. Once you pick up the passengers, just go to the station, hold back, create a start point, and then reset in order to deliver those passengers. Once you make your first delivery, you should get 1 or 2 of the achievements, and now what we need to do is complete the mode, which is usually about 10 deliveries per level. Now, once more passengers spawn, they will be somewhere else on the map, and we'll repeat the process. Press RB to load up a platform, make sure the platform is in a nice and safe place near the passengers. Create a start point by holding back and then rotating the start point with Y, and then reset your train at the platform to pick up the passengers. Once they're all loaded up in your train, go to the station, hold back, create a start point, make sure it's nice and parallel, and then reset in order to deliver all of these passengers. You'll want to rinse and repeat this process until you've completed all of the objectives in the level, and it lets you know that you've completed it. Now, as you play this, it will get a little bit more difficult. For example, on screen you can see that I now have some business clients. They have a certain amount of time they need to be delivered in before you fail, so make sure you deliver them in time. Additionally, there will be other stations that open up specifically for these business people, so make sure you locate the correct station as well in order to deliver them in the quickest amount of time possible. Additionally, in the bedroom level, or this is rather in the apartment level, you will get a objective that asks you to jump with the climbers. For this, what you want to do is just ride off the edge of the level in order to get a little bit of air with the passengers in the back. So for that, you'll just pick them up and then go into train mode, push forward to fall off the ledge. Do that a total of 5 times until that is ready to go, and then you can deliver them without an issue. Eventually, you'll need to deliver a couple of firefighters, and once you do that, it will let you know that you've completed the passenger mode for this level, and then what we'll need to do is to do the other level, which has now been unlocked. So in order to do that, what you'll want to do is pause the game, go to level select, and then choose the bedroom level. and make sure that you are on the variant for the passenger game mode. And then what you'll do is you'll rinse and repeat the same process for that level. However, there are a couple of small differences you might want to account for. As well, before beating this level, try to grab the 100-piece track achievement. I'll show you how to do that as well. The same rule applies for this. You'll locate the passengers and create a platform. Then you will hold the back button to create a start point, reset your train, and bring them to the station to deliver them. For this level, you will have to use the elevation changes a lot more. So you'll press up and down on the D-pad in order to gain or decrease your altitude. You'll have to do this quite a bit, so get used to it, as some of the passengers will be down all the way on the ground and some of them will be up really, really high. Additionally, the station in this level tends to move a lot, so keep an eye out on where you're going to deliver them as you play through. And for all of the passengers that are on these ledges, make sure your platform is aligned nice and perfectly before you place it, as you can sometimes get yourself into a tight bind if the platform kind of hangs off the edge of the platform. So make sure you're paying attention. If you do find yourself in a state where the game isn't really cooperating with you or you think you really messed up, just exit the level and then come back, but don't reset your progress. It should bring you to a save point from before you messed up, and you should be able to fix yourself. Now, eventually, as you play this level, you'll notice that there is a delivery station that just kind of hovers above the map. What I did for this was I went to the beginning of my track, and then I just built a track all the way to this platform in order to have actual train tracks that are kind of connected to it so that I could spawn my train somewhere without it just falling into the air and crashing to the ground. So you do actually need a point where the train can kind of sit in front of the station. There might be a faster way to do this, I don't know. This method was really quick for me. I just built the train track up from the default position and built it right into the station, and then once there's a track in front, we're going to do that same exact method as before. Spawn the start point, reset the train to deliver the passenger. Now, delivering the skiers is actually our last objective. However, we will need to create a track with a length of at least 100 pieces. So that's what I'm going to do quickly before ending off this level. I'm just going to basically keep building a track and just build it. Feel free to count up to 100 if you so desire, but the achievement won't actually unlock until you save your track. So that's something you might want to keep in mind, is that it won't unlock. You just kind of have to actually figure out when you're done. So I just built like a couple of loops around the track, and from what I can tell, each loop around the track is about 40 to 50 pieces. So if you build around 2 loops, you should be good to go. Once you are happy with the fact that your track is at least 100 pieces, pause the game and save it into any slot, and your achievement should unlock. Last but certainly not least, just deliver those skiers in order to complete the passenger mode for the bedroom level, and you should be getting your 1000 gamer score out of the way in just about 30 minutes. If this video was any help to you, I would really appreciate if you drop a like. Consider sharing the video with a friend who might also be going for gamer score. Subscribe to the channel for future content, and hopefully I see you guys soon. Special thank you to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. Shout out to Double O, and hopefully I see you soon. Peace.